Good evening, good morning, whichever part of the world you are in. I'm Rajiv Bajaj from Regenesis Global, and we are going to talk about uh, how, what are the three ways to transform your leadership effectiveness, and the topic is how to revolutionize that for you. And as you know, Regenesis is, uh, teaching from the growth engine, and this is for solopreneurs or consultants, for startups or scale ups, MSMEs, or different enterprises. And what we are going to talk and what we are going to share with you is how we can actually make sure that through the Regenesis teachings, we can actually transform your leadership style and effectiveness and actually help in changing the world. Let's start with a bold truth. Traditional management is overripe. For more than 100 years, it helped us organize labor, scale businesses, and build empires. But today, in the world recovering from pandemic or economic turbulence or burnout or quiet quitting, that model no longer delivers what we need. That doesn't mean that you are obsolete, but you need to find ways and more effective ways to be relevant in today's leadership style, because the kind of risks which are existing in the market, the kind of overall scenario which is there to manage the current environment is changing and very dynamic. So that means that you are being invited, and you are being invited to lead differently, so more meaningfully and more effectively. So everybody is looking at the leadership style of the people who are at the helm of affairs. If you are a small entrepreneur, your team, it may be 20 people or 30 people, they are looking towards you for your leadership style to make sure that your business runs effectively. If you are a big C-suite corporate leader, you may be having a team of 100 people or 500 people. Your team also looks towards you as to how you are going to execute the new plans, how you are going to handle the new challenges, and how you are going to make sure that the overall success happens in your organization. So every time you have to make sure that you make a difference, you actually bring into the table something which is innovative, which is new, which is fresh, which is not boring, which is actually making the team work and gel in a manner that the company or the organization you are leading grows. So that is what we are going to talk about today, and that is what Regenesis is all about. We actually change your thought process, we actually change your leadership style, we actually change your team's leadership style so that they gel well, they start performing in tandem with each other, and that is where the inertia from the system goes and the growth starts happening at much faster pace. So today we are going to give you a glimpse of what we mean in Regenesis, and how we actually carry out the things for you, and how we actually execute the plan of Regenesis for you. Today I'll walk you through three powerful step intervention to redefine your leadership. You'll walk away with a clearer sense of your value and a roadmap to stay relevant in this new age of leadership. So let's begin this journey. I'll try to be as clear and crisp as possible. So the first important point is the contribution clarity. You should always be clear what is your organizational goal, And let me ask you a question. What do you really contribute to your organization? Have you asked yourself this question? If not, let's do it now. And, I don't mean that your job description or your deliverables. I mean, how do you work to contribute to a larger mission of your organization? And beyond that, how, you create an impact to the world. So I think it is very important for every business person, every entrepreneur, every startup entrepreneur, every C-suite executive to actually ask this question to oneself, that how I'm going to really contribute to your organization, how I'm going to actually change the world. And that is where I think, we sometimes think, oh, sorry, I'm very busy to do all this. I'm not very much, how does it going to change my fortune or change the growth story of my company? But we often get lost in busyness. So but being busy is not same as being useful. So you don't have to be busy all the time. You have to be useful to your organization, and that is where your leadership style should be such that you should bring in value to the system. You should bring in, mm, value to the organization, and your subordinates who are looking at you, you have to give them the direction. So that is something which I wanted to share in the first point itself, that your contribution clarity has to be established. Let me tell you a quick story about it. A mid-level manager at a healthcare company I once mentored realized her role has become very transactional. She was just meeting deadlines, making reports, doing meetings. But one day she decided that she should connect with the customer directly. That is where she heard the voice of the customer. And she actually started bringing insight of the customers into the team meetings. She became the voice of the user, and within months her team's output became more sharper, more focused. They were really talking business, and her leadership also got noticed. So she didn't want to be told what to do. She redefined her contribution. So sometimes, it is not always in your KRA that you have to achieve this, or you have to do these steps, or your organization tells you to do this, and then you start doing things. You can always utilize your power of your leadership, and you can always redefine your contribution to the organization. So contribution is the new credibility, because you will be credible if you are contributing to your best, you are innovating, you are actually looking into the leadership style of yours, uh, and not following those conventional methods always. Oh, I'm reporting, I'm just monitoring, I'm doing meetings. But what is the outcome of those meetings, how those meetings are changing the overall situation of your organization? That is what you need to look at. And so here's your first question to reflect on. I recommend you can journal this later. But how does and what I do contribute to the wider goals of my organization? That is the most important thing. And how might that benefit the world? Because if you have that broader vision, that how you are going to change the situation of the world, and especially in a situation where the world dynamics are also changing very rapidly. There are there's lot happening on the ground. So a leader has to consider all those factors, and you have to actually analyze the risk elements of all those areas which are going to be effective. And you need to change and modify your leadership style, considering those challenges, and try and give a solution which is more effective for the organization, and the organization will always appreciate. Sometimes we feel that if I go out of the box, if I innovate, the organization may not like it. They may have some feeling that, oh, this is not as per the book. But let me tell you, the good leaders always recognize the efforts of their people or subordinates who are going out of the box, or who are actually thinking beyond their copybook style. But of course, you have to make sure that whatever contribution you are making is valuable. And if you can answer things very clearly, your leadership has meaning. If you can't, it's time to redefine your role. So once again, I share, how does what I do contribute to the wider goals of my organization, and how might that benefit the world? If you are clear about it, this is going to definitely be a game changer for you, and definitely going to redefine your contribution to the overall success of the organization. So first point, we make it very clear, is contribution clarity, and you need to establish that. And once you establish that contribution clarity, things are going to be, crystal clear for you as well as for your organization. And I'm sure people around you will appreciate that. Second most important thing is collaboration context. How you are, you know, uh, collaborating with the people around you, your peers, the people who are working with you, your team members. So ask yourself, how does what I do connect with what others do? Because if your effort is not interconnected, and you are actually doing something in silo, that is not going to work. Because instead of contributing to the speed of the organization, that thing is actually going to retard the speed. And that is where I think we need to change our situation, and we need to realign. So we need to ask ourselves, how does what I do connect with others, and where are we aligned or misaligned, and in our contribution? Because if we are not aligned properly with the team, if we are not uh, you know working in tandem with them, so our contribution is going to create more inertia into the system, rather than making it a well-oiled machine. So you cannot afford to work in a silo. Siloed success is just slow death in disguise. So let's not become a person who is keeping everything to himself, or just remaining in a silo and not implementing. So let's reframe leadership, and that is, you are not running a solo act, you are part of an orchestra, or better yet, a jazz band, uh, where everyone has their instruments, but real magic happens when everyone tunes in. So, if you're just trying to play a flute separately, and somebody else is playing the band separately, uh, the things are not going to make sense to the person who is, listening to you. So, I think the message is very clear. So we need to actually work in tandem with our colleagues, and with our overall organizational goals. And collaboration is the key. If we collaborate effectively, that will definitely bring good results. That will definitely bring more success to the organization, and to your personal success also. It will add. So I think we should be very clear what we need to do. So let me give you another real world example. Two senior leaders which I coached, one of them from marketing and one of them from product, they constantly clashed. So, marketing person said that the product was not ready, and the product said marketing over compromised, or you are not doing your job properly. So they finally sat together to map out how each one's work fed into others. No, and that is where the Regenesis uh, effort to bring clarity on management came in, and they finally understood that if uh, you know uh, the from finger pointing to alignment, if they cover that journey, definitely that is going to be more success for both of them and for the overall organization. So so that's when the progress took off. So I think you can relate to this story. This happens in the corporate world day in day out. So whether it is a marketing department or accounting or a finance guy, or production guy, or a guy who is doing R&D, sometimes all the people are working in their own silos, and they are not worried about what is the overall outcome of their effort. But the organization can flourish only if all the people working are working in tandem, and they are working to achieve the overall goal of the organization. And that is what we need to look at, and that is where I think we at Regenesis come in. And so that is where we actually make bring back the focus of your team to work in a collaborative environment. And once you start working in a collaborative environment, the tune of the orchestra improves, the feel of the band improves, and the organization starts delivering better results. The speed of growth becomes exponentially high, and that is what we specialize in. So today we are just going to give you a purview of what all we can do. But to taste that success, you need to sign up with us, and we'll definitely help your organization grow at much faster pace. So that is the message which we wanted to convey throughout this program and talk. So so I want you to reflect on this very important thing. Who in your organization do I need to align better with? And what's stopping that today? Because if you are not reflecting on this aspect, then the problem is not your people, it's the lack of shared purpose. So when leaders align across functions, they don't just lead teams, they lead transformations. And that is what we specialize in. We are not just aligning your team, we are actually writing your transformation story. We are helping you transform into better individuals, better human beings, uh, and better leaders. And that tries, our effort is to bring more success to the organization and increase the speed of the growth, increase the speed of the success. And that is how we are aligning the Regenesis growth engine for you. The third important thing is your enablement focus. So let's talk about enablement, the third pillar of leadership effectiveness. And the question is, how does what I do help people at the sharp end do their objects better, more meaningfully, and more easily? Because your role as a leader is to make things easy for the people who are utilizing your leadership skills. It's not that you are there to complicate things or make things difficult for them. So, so if you're team can't answer if you can't answer that, then your leadership needs recalibration. So I think there has to be absolute clarity, that how do I help people at their sharp end to do their job better, more meaningfully, and more easily. So if you are actually contributing to these three main areas, definitely the things will become much better for you. The results will start coming in, and the people who are dealing with you and your team, they are going to realize that these guys mean business, and this is going to bring a sea change into your purpose of running the show more effectively and earning better for your organization. Because at the end of the day, it is the value which you are creating matters. Because no longer the organizations who are just meeting the theoretical management objectives, or they are actually following certain set guidelines or principles. uh, they sometimes go down under their own pressure, that they crumble when there is a sudden change happening around them. So in order to build your muscle to handle the situation where changing circumstances are going to impact your organization, you need to have these three very important aspects in your control. So I will repeat, for the sake of repetition, that you need to be very clear on your first important contribution, clarity. And then, of course, you need to be collaborative. You need to actually create a situation where the context of collaboration is also very clear. And the third most important point is how you are doing that enablement focus to make sure that the all the three pillars are there for you, so that you actually make sure that the organization grows at a faster pace, at a good pace, and at a pace which is desirable for the success. Because these days, in a competition, the competitive environment, even if your one person is not performing up to the mark, that can actually create the inertia which can bring the overall maybe 10% reduction in the overall growth of the organization. So we need to make sure that all the people who are working, they are working in tandem with each other. And let me share a final story for you. A senior executive I worked with used to micromanage his team. So he thought that he was adding value. In reality, he was just slowing down the things. So sometimes you become so passionate that, oh, I can do this, I can do that. And oh, why you have not done this, why you are not doing this, you should do it this way. And you even try and uh, you know manage micromanage things to the extent that people feel choked, or the team members, they feel that there is no room for them to perform, there's no room for them to innovate, there's no room for them to actually deliver results. So that is where I think you sometimes need to be aware of this, first of all. And who can actually tell you this? The team from the Genesis. If you ask us where we can make sure that after looking into your organization, what are the gaps, where are you going wrong, and we can suggest you the corrective framework. And when we reframed the role of that enabler, everything changed. And he began asking, what do you need from me to succeed? So that question itself boosted the morale of his team. That, not surprisingly, productivity soared, morale improved. He got more time to back for strategic thinking rather than doing micromanagement. So here's the final reflection. When what's one blocker I can remove this week to help someone else do better? So instead of just being a blocker, you need to remove the blocks. And if you are doing your job properly, it's not the run ahead of your team. Your job is to clear the path for them and show them the way. And that is where let's recap what we discussed today. One, leadership in the new era requires you to answer three powerful questions: contribution clarity, what do I really bring to the table; collaboration context, how aligned I am with those around me; and enablement focus, what who I am helping get better and how. And if you're clear about this, you can actually succeed, and that is where you can make a change, and that is where Genesis can help you to bring that relevance, purpose, and enablement into your leadership style, and that is what we all specialize in. So if your leadership you should ask yourself this question: if your leadership disappeared tomorrow, would your team miss it or replace it? So, if your team is going to miss it, then definitely you need to actually continuously work on your leadership style, and don't make them feel that, oh, they are looking forward to a closure from your side, and they feel that, oh, why can't we replace him? So that is the thought which we wanted to share with you today. I hope we made sense and bring some clarity to the table. So we keep on bringing these uh, ideas, innovative ideas for you. And if you follow our page on LinkedIn, Regenesis India, and also you can sign up or talk to any of us for more clarity. We have Thomas, Sunil, Prem, myself. We are all available, and also please follow our newsletter, which is being circulated. So just go to regenesisworks.com, and you will be able to get all the material you require. And if you feel interested in what we are doing, do give us a shout, and we will be there at your support, and make sure that we actually help you transform your organization and bring that revolution which you are looking at to change your leadership style and help you perform better. So thank you very much for your precious time. I think uh, I was allotted 30 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up now. All the very best, and do tune in to our continuously next sessions. So next Wednesday, we'll be back with some new ideas for you. Thank you so much.